Hello everybody, back for another review today. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Jurassic Dominion Massive Action Yangchuanosaurus. This is definitely a dinosaur I'm super excited to get because it's a new species. And it's a larger species, so that's pretty cool. And it's just a new dinosaur for the Jurassic Park toy line. And I love the look of it too. So super excited to take a closer look at this guy. This marks down my first Dominion Massive Action figure, so that's super duper exciting. And has a lot of cool action gimmicks. So you can definitely see by the tail, the jaw can move. But we'll take a closer look at it once it's out. And the same stuff as the other packaging, has the Power Raptor and then the logos in different areas. And the back shows you more app stuff. It says total thrashing action and a chomp. So that's really cool. I can't wait to try all these action features out. And then over here shows you the Quetzalcoatlus, which I did get. So stay tuned for a review about him. And yeah, that's basically it for the packaging. And obviously we got the classic awesome packaging in the back there. So yeah, let's take a closer look at this guy because I'm really excited about this one. Alrighty, so here we have the Yangchuanosaurus out of the box, and I will say though, this is definitely a really great figure, definitely one worth picking up. And like I said before, it's a new species we don't have, so that's really exciting. Let's start with the detail because this thing is decked out in like awesome detail because it's beautiful looking. It's amazing because it's just full of detail. Like look at the head here, all these individually sculpted scales and bumps. I mean, with the head here, it's just filled with tiny reptilian-like scales. It's actually got to the point where it actually feels real, and you can see all these like spikes on the spines on top, and I love the crest on this. Very Dilophosaurus like, though I do know a Yangchuanosaurus was not related to Dilophosaurus, but the crest is unique to Yangchuanosaurus because Yangchuanosaurus kind of has that vibe a little bit. And then we got that cool looking throat design, and you got all these awesome spines and bumps and scoots and large scales all over the body here, even on the leg, so you can see the feet there, and then the leg is really decked out. And then here we can see on the other side just some more simpler small scales, and then the top is just filled with all kinds of different sizes. And you can see on the tail it has kind of like a sail like structure on it. So like again, it's like I said, it's a new unique design for Yangchuanosaurus, which is definitely a dinosaur that no one's really familiar with most of the time. And yeah, it looks really nice. And then we can check inside the mouth here. It's plain, but it delivers good amount of detail for the insides, and looks really good. Quickly go over articulation. The arms can briefly kind of go up or back and forwards, and then they can pivot in and out, but they're like on clicked joints, so it will click at one point and then click on the other. But really nice. Love the hands too. And then the ankles can swivel. I never really found these very useful, but you know, it is what it is. And then paint wise, this thing is really good in amount of paint. I love the greens, different greens, and the dark brown colors and the bright red crest here. Looks really nice. And then I love the cool little black hints of plastic mixed into the green. It gives it like that dirty wild animal look, and I love that, especially for a dinosaur. And then here we can see the scan code. All right, and then we're gonna go over action features. So there's a button on the tail that once you press it, it just controls the jaw movement. So it's pretty cool. Just a cool little action feature. And then the tail, if you move it from side to side, it moves like the upper half portion of the dinosaur as well as the neck, and makes it, or gives it a thrashing movement. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Give this dinosaur another thrashing movement, so it's kind of like primal attack a little bit. And then if you make it like stand up, because the legs are on one hinge, you can make like the upper half of the body kind of arch up, so it's like it's roaring or something like that. So that's cool. And then if you bring it down, the whole upper half of the body goes down, so you can make it look like it's eating, or what I would like to do it, make it drink. So yeah, really nice little features going on here. Now we're going to quickly go into size comparisons. And here we can see Owen here. They scale perfectly together. All right, and now we're going to compare it to other large carnivores of this size from Mattel. First up is the Action Attack Carnotaurus from the Fallen Kingdom toy line back in 2018. So you can definitely see how much Mattel has improved since then. And then next up, we have the Cyats from the Primal Tech toy line. These look really nice together as well. And then next up, we have the Tarbosaurus, again from the Primal Tech toy line, which also has a cool little movement in the head there. And then next up, we have the Battle Damage Albertosaurus, which is slightly smaller than the Yangchuanosaurus, but it's still like large enough to be in this large scale. And then next we have the Carcharodontosaurus from the Dinoscape toy line, which I did do a review on him if you want to check that out. And then we have the Tsukamimus from the Fallen Kingdom 2018 toy line, and the table must be at a slope because this guy's having a hard time standing, but he stands perfectly on the shelf. So bear with me here as I pick up the Yangchuanosaurus that just fell. But other than that, they look they fit perfect together. And then last but not least, this is not a large carnivore, but here we have Metriacanthosaurus, since him and the Yangchuanosaurus are all part of the same Metriacanthosauridae family. And I know they look nothing similar to each other, but this is all Mattel's representation of the actual animal. And yeah, that would basically wrap it up for this very quick review. Lasting thoughts, I really enjoy this figure. I love the action figures and I love the colors. I love how it's a new species in general. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys again for the next one.